Hello, it's Prodigy.
Hey, what's up? It's Princeton.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Ray Ray.
Hey, what's up? It's Rock Royal.
And we are
Mindless Behavior.
And you're watching the Skorpion Show with
Kevin and Makael on YouTube.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Makael. We are back after our kind of explosive new video from Sunday night. You know we got to respond to the comments, the barrage of comments that came at Makael and I through YouTube, through Facebook, Twitter. Nobody emailed me in my personal email. But it was kind of crazy. And I think a lot of people twisted my thoughts with Makael's. Because let me finish. Because you know how you cut me off. Let me finish.
Yeah, but I thought we both were thinking the same thing.
I didn't think he was something was psychologically wrong in his head. Oh, okay. But I was just saying that me as a parent, if that was my child, no, he would not be wearing girls' clothing. And a lot of people were like, well, you know, well, since you guys are gay, you should understand where the little boy is coming from. First thing I'm going to let you guys know, just because I'm gay does not mean I can identify with why another man wants to wear women's clothing. Because I do not have a desire to wear women's clothing, lipstick, hair, contacts, high heels, panties, getting my thing removed. No.
Thank you.
Gay people are different, just like straight people are different. How would you feel if I say, well, because you are straight, you should understand why men do this? That doesn't make sense to say that. You should not come at us like that.
Yeah, and that's what some people were doing.
There are so many different types of gay. You got men that are real hard. You got men that are feminine. You got some that's in between. And you have your straight men that's like that. And you have your straight women that are like that. So I just feel that you know, some of you guys came at us wrong. And, you know, everybody cannot identify with everybody because we're people and we're all different.
Yes.
So,
well, this is what I want to say about the situation. With the whole psychological thing, I do think that I should apologize because I think that what I said kind of came out wrong. But how I see it is, when you have somebody who is that young, first of all, there's no reason why a 5-year-old should be going to the store and telling his parents what he or she wants to wear. Why? Because he is the child and his parents are the adults. That's number one. Number two, like I said in the last video, and I'm going to say that again in this one, his parents should sit him down and explain to him that these clothes right here were made for little boys. That is what you are. These clothes right here are made for little girls. That is not what you are. When you become of age, when you are old enough to buy your own clothes, then you can wear these clothes. But while I am the parent and you are the child, you will wear what I say. You will do as I say and not as I do. Okay? That should have been, but I've come to realize that not all parents think alike, and clearly not all of you.
And I want you guys to really think about it. If you were in that situation,
yeah, but you know, this is what I wanted to say. A lot of people were coming at us and telling us, "Oh, you guys were wrong for saying this," but none of them were saying that they would allow their child to do it. Before you try, I said this on Facebook, and I will say it again. Before you try to be honest in our comment box, try to be honest with yourself. Okay? Would you seriously allow your son, your 5-year-old son, to walk around in girls' clothing? Would you? No. What I think that when you do stuff like that, kids, we all know, kids are very nasty to each other. That is opening up this little boy to be picked on in daycare or school. I don't know what 5-year-olds go to. I haven't been 5 since 1990. Whatever. Okay? But you are opening up this little boy for all types of stuff. You're opening him up to being picked on in school. You're opening up for nasty adults to say nasty little things to this little boy, because you know there are some adults out there who say nasty things to little kids. They shouldn't do it, but there are some evil adults that do it. I mean, I think parents should try to protect their kids as much as possible, and I think that his parents aren't really protecting him. I think they're kind of hurting him in a sense, because there's no reason why a 5-year-old little boy should be walking around in a tutu. It's not Halloween. he should not be doing that. That's just my opinion, and I would not allow my child to do it. And I think that it was wrong for some of you to write me on Facebook and say, well, Makael, you should identify. I thought that you would be identified. No, first of all, I don't dress. I've been on this show for 2 years. Have you ever seen me come in a dress or a tutu or lipstick or heels? No. So then why would you think that I would identify with that? And another thing, we made it. I know I made it clear in our video that before we even started the topic, I made it clear to say that we are not calling this little boy gay. Because he's only 5 years old, he doesn't know anything about being gay. I made that clear, but some of you seem to made it seem as if we were calling him gay. We weren't calling him gay, we were just saying little boys should not dress up in little girls' clothing. That's what we were saying. So I think that some of you who kind of misconstrued what we were saying, you need to go back to that old video, push play, fast forward to the part where we're talking about the Prince's little boy, and watch and listen again.
So let's go into this.
Let's go into today's topic. Okay, so you know, cause I'm the topic man,
Yes.
and okay, so did you hear about the prison guard who had sex with the inmate?
I didn't hear about.
Well, anyway, this prison guard,
this
prison guard, she had sex with this inmate. Now she was fined only $25. Now a lot of people are saying that what she did was somewhat of a crime, you know, because prison guards are not allowed to do that. And a lot of people are upset saying, you know, how come she wasn't being thrown in jail? And so one of the lawyers said, well, the reason why she, you know, wasn't thrown in jail because she didn't really commit a serious crime. And not only that, she now has the title of, I think, a convicted felon. She now has that title. So whenever she tries to get a job, she'll always have that title. So he said that he thought that that title alone was enough punishment for her because she will always be considered a convicted felon. But I still kind of said that, you know, wrong is wrong. And I mean, I don't think that prison guards should be going around sleeping.
I think the consequences should definitely be higher because, you know, you guys are working with the cops and you guys are there to do your job, not to be sleeping
with the inmates.
Yes. Giving them cell phones, hooking them up, giving them special treatment. That is not your job. And I think she should have been fined more than somebody's $25.
It should have been $2,500, not $25. Come on, that's
nothing.
That's nothing.
A shirt.
Okay, that's a shirt on sale at Urban. $25 damn. I think that was a little. I think that she should have got at least. Do you think she should have been thrown in jail?
Jail time, maybe like a year or two with probation or something,
or some type of community service or something.
Yeah, you don't.
But not just $25 and she's a convicted felon. No, it should have been more to that. Come on, $25. I'm sure she probably paid it right then and there.
Oh God.
I think that's kind of stupid. Excuse me. Moving along. So there's this Michigan woman who she's a 31-year-old nursing student who posted an ad in her church.
Oh God.
Did you hear about this?
I haven't heard about none of them topics.
Okay, well, she posted an ad. I thought this was really good. She posted an ad in her church saying that she was looking for a roommate. But the thing is, she only wants a Christian roommate.
Okay.
You have to be a Christian. And so one of the church members...
Wait, that was on The View yesterday.
It was on The View.
Okay.
And so one of the church members saw that and went and reported her to the housing center, the Fair Housing Center, and now they're trying to slap her with a civil rights complaint.
Why?
That's where I'm trying to.
Well, if she owns the room.
I don't know if she owns the room, but basically they're saying that she's discriminating against other people.
That's not. First of all, that's not discriminating. When you are looking for a specific type of roommate, whether it be race, whether they drink, they smoke, go out to the clubs, do whatever, that is what what you're looking for. That's what you want. So how is that a civil complaint? I mean, or what you call it again?
A civil rights.
A civil rights thing when this is the type of roommate that she wants. If I want a Christian roommate, then I want a Christian roommate. If I want a gay roommate, I want a gay roommate. I don't want a straight roommate. So doing that, I think that's just doing a little bit too much. If you want a Christian roommate, then damn it, I want a Christian roommate. I don't want to have all different types of... If I don't agree with something, or your lifestyle, I don't want you in my house. I don't want to look at you.
Now, let me say this, because I before you go off, I 110% agree with everything you just said. Now, let's take it a step farther. Now, you know, you and I have made a video in the past about relationships and dating outside your race. And you know, you're open to dating outside your race. And you know me, I just never had the desire to date outside of my race. So, let's say that, what's the difference? Because you think that I should be more, you know, open-minded to dating outside my race, which I just never had the desire to. So, what about those people who are saying to her, look, you need to be open-minded on other people. Why would you just want, you know, a Christian?
Because that's what you want.
But what's the difference? But that's what I want when I say that I only want...
Well, the difference is, you know, come on. Some people,
I don't listen.
Some Christians don't believe in the Muslim religion, Buddhist, Jewish, you know, and they don't probably want to identify themselves with that person. They don't want them in their surroundings, which is fine, especially when it comes to living under one roof. You know, now if it's your apartment, okay, your apartment, let's get that down. So like if you are a college student and you want to request that type of thing, no, because it's not going down like that. If you want a specific type of roommate, then bitch, you need to go get your own apartment and then you post your little ad in a newspaper or on Craigslist and you can have all the demands that you want in a roommate. If you don't want a white roommate, if you want a black roommate, you can put it in there. Who are you to say this is a civil rights complaint based on what you want your roommate to be? Well, I don't want no dirty roommates because I'm already dirty enough in my damn apartment, okay? So if I don't want no dirty roommate, oh, that's a civil rights complaint because you don't want no dirty people, you only want clean people. Yeah, but come on. But
the point that I'm trying to make is, how is her case any different from what I'm saying that I don't want to date outside of my race? I feel as though I am content on dating African American people, and therefore I never really had.
But nobody is throwing no civil rights complaint against you. I can't.
Nobody's throwing a civil rights complaint at me. But then you have people like you who say, "Oh, I think you need to." Yeah, I think you need to expand your horizon, but it's not that deep. It's not that deep. No, it's different because you're talking about somebody who you're fucking, okay? But but you're still sharing your space with that person, whether you're doing it to them or not. You're still sharing your personal space.
You are sharing them, but no. If I don't want you living under my roof, then I don't want you living under my roof.
And if I don't want to date a white or Hispanic person, then that shouldn't be a problem.
You know why? Because it's your preference.
That's my preference. Yeah. So then why is it that when I said that, you and a few other people went all up in arms?
I didn't go all up in arms. I'm just saying that was last week when we was on Black TV. I think that
we made a video. We made a video. I mean, two on the roof.
First of all, you could be Christian. You could be a white Christian. You could be a black Christian. You could be a Puerto Rican Christian. Did she say you can't be you have to be a specific race and a Christian? No. She said,
but what if she did say that? But what if she did say, I want a white Christian? Would that be wrong?
Again, if it's her place and she's paying for it and she's opening up our room for you to come in,
I agree with you. I agree with you. But I also think that when somebody like me comes around and says that I only prefer African American people and I don't really want to date, it's not that I'm not expanding my horizon, it's what I like. And you know what? I don't think that I should be criticized for saying, oh, how dare you say you don't want to expand. It's not that I don't want to be open-minded, it's just that that's not what I like.
But let me put it to you like this, okay? It's your preference and it's just my opinion. Yeah. And you don't have to take it.
But I noticed something. You said that you don't want to be with somebody fat.
No, I don't.
Well then, what's up with that?
Now here we go. You're trying to open up a can of worms.
No, I'm not.
Now for the record. Now some people might say, well, oh Kevin, you're fat, okay? Because I can see it now. Now let me tell you something. The only thing, I got two areas, well, three or three areas that's fat. The other two I can't say. But this right here, baby, this the only thing that I have, okay? But my legs ain't big, my arms ain't big, my toes ain't big.
But you did say that you don't want to date somebody who's fat. So if that is your preference, and I don't have a problem with that, then why do you have a problem with me saying I don't want to date outside of my race?
Hey, I'm just saying expand your horizon.
Well, you need to expand your horizon. Literally expand
them. Now that is his preference. No, that's his opinion versus my preference.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, no. I don't want you to think that I'm telling you expand your horizons because I'm just saying it to be jokingly. You don't have to expand your horizons because I know me, I don't want anybody, well, I already have
Now
somebody.
see, now, you know what, now before
If I
said-
didn't have somebody, I wouldn't want anybody big because
No.
that's not the type that I'm looking
But
for.
see, I'm probably going to be. I see people when I say fat, I mean like extremely big because I love thick.
Okay.
Woo! Holla at me, y'all know I'm single. So what I'm saying, like a skinny person, okay? Now here we go. Well, you don't want nobody skinny, no, because I need something to grab onto. I don't want no damn.
You want a football
I don't want no damn stick, okay?
You want the football player type.
Not that big, but
I mean, there's some nice.
Yeah.
Well, look at the guy who was in Fantasia's video, the light skinned guy.
Yeah,
He wasn't that
Devin
big.
Thomas,
Yeah. He was fine.
So I mean, it has to be proportion to your body size, you know? You gotta carry well. Now see, when you look at me in person, because you know on screen I look big, in person I weigh 218 pounds. But I carry my weight
Well, how much do you weigh on screen? 230?
240. 250 to some people.
Yeah, because every time people, it's funny because whenever we go out, and somebody will always tap me, Kevin don't look that big. No, he doesn't.
They be trying it, bitches. Why you? Yeah, I hate when people tell me that, so I'm glad they tell you because I try to put on a nice frown because I know I'm not that big. Don't try it.
But yeah, they are trying it. But anyway, I agree with you. The woman should be allowed to have anybody in her apartment that she wants to have. So I don't even know who was the person who decided to report her. Like, hello, come on.
Mind your own business.
Mind your damn business. Yeah, mindyourbusiness.org. Okay. So anyway, Will I Am and Nicki Minaj. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Did you watch it?
I did. So sun done. The run done. The sun done.
I'm done, hun.
What?
Because if I had to look at that, I won't have no fun, hun. I'd rather go eat an onion.
Okay, but
With a honey bun.
honey bun. Eat a honey bun.
Yeah.
Your fat son.
And that's fun.
Your fat son.
And my stomach go yum yum.
Wait, okay, so I want Nicki Minaj. Now, you know I said I'm becoming a Nicki Minaj fan.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, but I am. I just want Nicki Minaj to get some more personality in her videos. Because she always seems a little stiff and like a little bewildered in her music videos. And she just never seems like she's loose and relaxed. She just always seems, you know, like, come on, loosen up. Loosen up, Nicki. I mean, the video was cute for the song. I don't really have any complaints about it. The video was cute for the song.
Have you seen Runaway?
No, and mind you, I kept scrolling past it like 4 or 5 times a day at work, and my finger kept pushing click, you know, push play, but just something kept telling me, Makael, you're at work and you don't have time to watch a 35-minute video, even though you
People cursed us out about that too. Now,
Yeah.
one thing for certain,
And
two things for sure. Don't ever call me a multimedia maven. You leave that to B. Scott, okay? Shout out to B. Scott. You leave that to him. I never set out to be that, so do not call me that. If I don't want to review something on the Skorpion Show, I don't have to review it at all. Now, somebody who I want to review and I haven't done, Carrie Hilson, The Breaking Point, I love that song. It took me, you know, I don't know why I didn't hear it or seen the video until like last night, but I like that song and I haven't done a review. Where the Carrie Hilson fans cursing me out because I didn't do it. You know, don't curse me out on things that I don't want to review on the show.
Yeah.
Come on now. If I don't want to look at it, I don't want to look at 35 minutes of Kanye. First of all, I could barely take 5 minutes of looking at Kanye.
Yeah.
Then you want me to look at 35 minutes and y'all know he weird as hell and y'all want me to sit there and try to understand that video like I did for Alejandro? I don't think so. I don't think so. We sitting there, well, I think the video was about... No, bitch, give me...
Well, speaking,
It's good to be different, though.
Yeah, it is, and it is good to be different. But this was way too different for me.
Yes.
And weird. And I'm not talking about Kanye. I'm talking about Phaedra's baby shower.
Dear Phaedra, girl, you really need to get it together. You know what? Just stick to doing doing lawsuits and stuff. Stick to what you know.
Because the white is going to embarrass you. And I guarantee you, by the end of the season, he's going to be telling Kim that you owe him $50,000 for that baby shower. I guarantee you. I guarantee you it. Phaedra. The whole... I loved Kim when she walked in the baby shower late with no hat on. I was like, yes, bitch, you better arrive late with no hat.
She's like, that ain't no hat.
And then she said, wait, I think I missed the hat memo. Yes, Kim, you better be shady and throw shade at the same time, okay? But anyway, Phaedra, What was with the ballerinas at the baby shower?
And what was with the sunheads, bitch?
And what was with the drag queen that was hosting the show?
That old lady was not no drag queen. Was
She sounded like one. She looked like one too.
Well, you know that's in Atlanta. You never know. Yeah. But I'm just saying.
Well, how about her and Dwight in their 17th century dance?
I didn't like it. I found myself kind of bored with this week's episode and last week's episode. I need the drama. I need the fights. I need the arguments. I needed Candy to get more rough with Kim in the studio. Like, bitch, you know you done made all this money off of Tardy for the Party, and you didn't give me not 1 cent, and you think I'm gonna work with you again on a new song, and you're not gonna pay me? I need some of that going on. You know, I know y'all can get Candy to hype it up. Come on now.
But Candy wants to go on tour with Kim.
Why? First of all, who wants to see Candy on tour, okay? Candy, can we get a hit first? Candy, for real.
Candy girl, we love you on the Skorpion Show, but you're talking about a tour like I Fly Above the Haters.
Dear Bravo,
#1.
Dear Bravo, the way I'm gonna see Candy is by purchasing a Fantasia ticket, which I did. But Candy, I think it would be better if you and Escape get back together, because you by yourself, you weren't the powerhouse vocalist in the group. You know, I think that was Tasha, and she could sing. I want Escape to get back together, and I'm not talking about no new members. I want it to be Candy, Tiny, not Tiny. Yeah, Candy,
Tiny in the group?
Tiny.
I don't know
Tasha.
what Tiny's Tiny's a part of somebody's chain gang
What was
right
the
now.
other? And Tasha's sister. What was her name? Tamika. I want them to be a group again, cause y'all had some hits. Y'all could even do the old school tours like Belle Biv DeVoe and Jodeci and all of them other girls. I mean, they're not girls, but the other guy and all. Come on, SWV. Can we get an Escape tour? Can y'all get your minds together? Whatever y'all have against
At least
each other,
Kim
come on.
and that Tardy for the Party at home.
Yes, and,
you know,
Candy, get the songwriting again. Now, girl, when I seen Candy hit Kelly Rowland up on Twitter, I kind of got some type of way. So my Kelly, if you still recording, hit me up, because I want to get with you in the studio. Now, Candy, the songs that you've been singing on the Housewives, if you have Kelly singing those type of songs, I'm gonna be mad. Kelly, no, let's not go there. Nene with the plastic surgery and stuff. Now, I don't have nothing against people that do plastic surgery, but Nene, you looked fine to me.
Yes, you did. Yes,
you got the body, like you're a tall woman and your body is on point. Why do you need to make your titties smaller or fuck with your nose and all of that? And then, I mean, the tummy tuck, sometimes I do want to just suck it out, like I'm going to get it sucked out. But no, hard work, you would appreciate it more by working out and not just dropping $10,000 and getting this fat sucked out your stomach.
Well, she done already done it now. So
yeah, I mean, it's nothing I could, but I'm just saying, the people out there that's considering it, I mean, I know you, if you don't like something, you can change it, but really think about it. Like, do I really need to change my looks? You know, maybe. I don't know. I just can't do cosmetic, plastic. Not for me, no. But you know, that's what the Hollywood people do. They do all kinds of tweaks when there don't need to be no tweaks.
Well, my face is already proportioned out.
Yes, and you get surgery, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Well, I
just like that.
Well, I finally got to see Sheree's oldest daughter too, who was very pretty.
Cute.
Oh, she's very pretty. But yeah, I just think that whole Phaedra incident. Her and Dwight are like this now, and I don't think that is.
First of all, Dwight is friends with disaster.
That's a recipe. Phaedra, you and Dwight like this is a recipe for disaster.
Ain't nothing you can do now.
No, you know, because wasn't him and Nene like that? And now look, him and Kim was like that. I mean, not Kim, Lisa, right? Weren't him and Lisa like that?
I don't know about him and Lisa, because Lisa was a troublemaker her damn self.
Yeah, she was.
And
I tried to explain that. I
tried.
tried to explain that to my boo last night, but for some odd reason, my boo didn't want to have to hear what I had to say.
Lisa was a troublemaker.
Yes, a huge troublemaker.
Like she will make sure that she will keep shit going, but her name
would never be in it. Yeah, that's the kind of troublemaker she was. But anyway, speaking of making trouble.
Wait. Was somebody else? Why is Cynthia and her husband on there?
Who is Cynthia?
Exactly. Now move on the line.
Wait, who is that?
move on along.
Okay, so speaking of Morehouse. Okay, Morehouse. Speaking of Atlanta. Wait, is Morehouse in Atlanta?
We love these gay topics all of a sudden.
I wonder why. It's like, no. But anyway. I ain't gay. But anyway. Okay, so I was reading this, like a few weeks ago, but I decided not to talk about it. But then today I decided, okay, it's time to talk about it. So you heard about the Morehouse controversy?
I mean, I've heard about it in the past where they had the dress code
Yeah.
with the students because they don't want the men of Morehouse wearing women clothing.
Well, it's not just
Right.
women's clothing. Basically,
Or
Morehouse is a
saggy pants
prestigious,
and all
it's a
that.
prestigious college that was founded back in the 1860s, 1867, I think it is. And people like Martin Luther King, Spike Lee, a lot of prominent black African American men went there and graduated from that school. So I found out today that Morehouse prides, they call their male students Renaissance men. That's what they consider their male students, which I think is good. I mean, gives them that to go out in the world and be something. So there was 4 or 5, I think it was 5 male students last year, or maybe earlier this year. I'm not too sure when exactly it was, but I think it was last year.
It had to be last year because I remember this being a big thing, but I didn't talk about it.
Well, anyway, these 5 male students are apparently gay. What do you call a male who dresses up as a woman? Because I always get confused.
A butch queen. Not a butch queen. Yeah, butch queen.
Is
no,
it?
No. See, first of all, that's the problem. The gays had too many labels.
Yeah, it's transgender, then it's transsexual, then you have
Is it a butch queen?
then you have
a drag queen.
Drag queen. But then I don't want to call them a drag queen because then if I say drag queen, then you will have the drag queens who watch our show to say, "Oh no, how dare you!"
If you are in the house,
not drag queen. So I want to make sure
a butch queen and drag.
Let's just put it like this: they are men wearing clothes.
Butch queen and drag.
Wearing women clothes.
Butch queen and drag.
So anyway, these 5 men are walked around campus wearing women's clothing, and apparently that was something that the men of Morehouse didn't feel comfortable with seeing and being around. And Morehouse had this dress code, whereas though the dress code said that the men there weren't allowed to wear do-rags, they weren't allowed to wear caps, they weren't allowed to have their pants sag, they weren't allowed to wear sunglasses, which, let me remind you, I would not go to that school if I was not allowed to wear sunglasses, because you all know how I love to wear my sunglasses, so please. As soon as I saw that,
what the whoopee say? There is no sun in here. You ain't gonna get no tan in here, Miss Thing.
Please.
Take them off.
Please, I am too fly, I will throw my Ray-Bans on in a minute. Okay, so anyway, I would not be going there if they said no sunglasses because I have a nice sunglass collection. But anyway, so they also added, I guess, once they realized that there were men there that were dressing up like women, then they added this, and the men are not allowed to wear dresses, women's tops, tunics, purses, or pumps. Okay. So, of course, the 5 men who were dressed up as women at Morehouse were upset. Yeah. And they wanted to change this rule.
Okay.
And the thing about it is, this is my thing. If you are going to a school where they have a dress code, which most schools do, I think most high schools anyway, but this is a university, most schools and most workplaces have dress codes. If you are going to a school and you are working at a job where there is a dress code and you do not comply with the dress code, then there's 2 things. You have 2 options. You can either comply with it or find another school to go to.
That will allow you to do that.
That will allow you to do it. I think this whole controversy with them wanting to dress like this, I don't have a problem with the men wanting to dress in women's clothing, but I do have a problem with them trying to make a controversy. I just want to make this clear before people go off on me. I don't have a problem with them dressing in women's clothing, okay? You heard me say that. But if the school is saying that this is not what the dress code is and this is not accepted, then you have to comply with that. Whether that dress code was put in way before you got there or whether it was put in after you got there. It is the code. It is the dress code and you have to comply with it. If you don't want to comply with it, then you can either change the way you're dressing or find another school that will allow you to dress like that. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Why would you even want to stick around at a school that does not allow you to be who you are in the first place? I wouldn't want to be
but what job really would allow you to come to work with pumps on, with fingernail polish?
I don't know.
I think it's clear in most handbooks. Okay? They want you to wear, if you feel wear nail polish, it has to be clear. no lipstick. Come on now, jewelry, but a watch. Who's gonna allow you to wear a skirt, wigs, lipstick, high heels? Come on. If you wanna work that type of environment, then you need to find a job that will allow you to wear that. But I mean,
yeah, I just think that
why don't you just become a woman?
Well, I think some of them are have female names now, if I'm not mistaken. I think one of them that they interviewed had like a female's name. But I just think that this whole controversy was kind of blown out of proportion. I kind of think it was, because I kind of say to myself, I understand that these 5 gentlemen have rights, because we all have rights. I understand that. But how I feel is, if these people do not agree with how you are portraying yourself or how you are walking out of your front door, then you should want to go somewhere else. I wouldn't want to go to a school where they don't allow me to be man. I just wouldn't want to do that. I'm sorry. And then not to mention, this is Morehouse's rules. This is their rules. I mean, come on. This is their rules.
But you know what? This conversation could lead to a whole lot of different topics that we don't have a lot of time for.
Yeah.
But I will say this. Now, stuff like this, as far as like the workplace, now I can see where some of these transgender women find themselves working the streets to make money to live because they can't find a job that will allow them to be themselves. This is, oh my God, this is going to open up a whole can of worms. I don't even want to go into it too far. But I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what job would really let them be themselves like that? If they say they're a woman and they're dressing
Well, then
like
why don't they, because if they feel as though they need to identify themselves as women, then why don't they just go full out and have the change?
I mean, you don't have to get your dick changed. I mean, I don't think in order to be a woman, to change it, right?
Yeah, but I don't know too many women walking around with penises. I'm sorry.
No.
So then you and I had this argument before.
Oh, girl, let me tell you something.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I will always defend the transgender.
I'm just saying.
Once you get your titties done, and once you get the hair and you change your name, you are to me a woman.
But I'm just saying.
But we know how you feel.
No, yes.
Underneath it all, there's still a man. But you know what? You want to be a woman, I will address you as a woman. I will give you that respect.
Yeah, okay, I understand that. But at the same time, I'm not going to go in the workplace with a wig on, my chest is flat as the back of this wall, and say, oh yeah, my name is Michelle Carter, this and the third, and I'm identifying myself as a woman when clearly it's as clear as day that you are a man. I mean, come on, like, I just think that if you are going to identify yourself as a woman, and if you want to be called a woman, then you need to, well, you already know how I feel about this anyway, so, but I think you should just go out and do the whole thing. Because like I said, I don't know too many women who have penises in between
First
their
of
legs.
all,
I don't.
A whole can of worms.
Yeah.
Oh my God, once this show gets big, we are going to find transgender. We're going to find butch queens and drags. We're going to have, this is going to be really, really good in future episodes of the Skorpion Show. Oh my God.
But as of now,
we don't want to.
But as of now, you and I both agree that those men should either comply with the rules or go to another school, right?
Yes.
And I think they all go to another school now.
Okay.
So,
but I mean, I do think it's kind of sad that, Morehouse would allow them. I mean, they've been coming to school dressed
like that.
Why didn't they say after this particular class, after this class graduate, then we'll have these rules with no tunics, no pumps, no this, no that. Because you was allowing it before. Now, all of a sudden, you want to change it.
Well, it's not necessarily that they were allowing it before. I mean, they were allowing it before. But, I mean, really, do you honestly, when does anybody ever think that, oh, somebody's going to walk in your job or walk in your school as a man but dressed up as a woman? You don't think that. Like, for instance, at your job, you don't have any rules where it says the men are not allowed to dress like women because you don't have any men at your job that dress like women.
Actually, we do have a dress code.
Oh, you have a dress code. But you don't have a dress code where there is, okay, the men are not allowed to dress like women. Do you?
Yeah. No fingernails, no polish.
I said the men are not allowed to dress. Oh, so the men are not allowed.
No.
So it says men cannot wear female stuff.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's just put it like this. At my job, they don't have a dress code where it says the men cannot wear women's clothes. So I think at Morehouse, no one ever expected that there would be a man that's going to walk on campus wearing women's clothing. I don't think they ever expected that. So I think the people at Morehouse probably got together and said, look, we got to stop this because this is not what our school represents. It does not represent
Now, wait
that.
a minute. Does Spelman do the same thing with the women that dress like men?
Do they do the same thing?
Yeah, because they're just like right in the same...
I don't know if Spelman
like
does the same thing because this, if Spelman does do that, it hasn't blown up the way this has. But I just think that it doesn't matter when Morehouse set the rule, whether it was before the guys came or after they came. This is their dress code, and you need to comply with it.
Now, all of a sudden, now.
Well, I mean,
I mean, come on. How would you feel though? Oh God, this is gonna be too long. But how would you feel? You've been going to Morehouse for 3 years, dressing the way you want to dress. This is your senior year, and they say, "Ooh, boo, you cannot dress like that no more." How would you feel?
I would feel upset, but I would have to comply with the rules. You know why?
So you're just gonna leave?
No. I didn't say leave. I said I would have to comply with the rules, meaning dress the way I'm supposed to dress according to them. Because let me explain something to you. This is just like when I was in high school. 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, we didn't have to wear uniforms. By the time we got to senior grade, we had to wear uniforms. We didn't like it. Why? Because we were seniors, and it was our last year, and we said, why does the seniors have to wear uniforms? Why not make the 9th, 10th, and 11th? But the rules were the rules.
That's a good point.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's the rules. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter whether Morehouse said them before or after. It's rules. It's their rules, and you need to comply with them. Like I said, if I didn't like it, I could either change it or go to another high school.
I can't argue with that because I remember 11th grade year we had
they made you, yeah.
That was 2001.
So, I mean,
wow.
on that note,
old.
On that, yeah, I feel old too. Damn. On that note,
actually, that was the year 2011 grade year.
You were in 11th grade in 2000? Oh my God, I was just starting high school. You're old.
Fuck you.
He's old. Boy, he's really old.
Did I Beyonce myself? Wait a minute.
You did Beyonce yourself. You are old. Child.
Oh my God! Don't you?
What?
Did you know that we went this whole video until I said something?
Yep.
So
But it usually goes like that. You usually bring her up, but they don't recognize it because they always identify me with her.
yes.
But you know,
So are we done with all
we
the
are
topics?
so done. By the way, the last thing I gotta say is I have been watching Casey and JoJo's reality show. It's kind of sad. You know, they're trying to get their careers back together, but me personally, it ain't gonna happen.
I promise to never fall in love with a stranger. You're all I'm thinking of. I thank the Lord above.
It's just not
for
gonna happen.
sending me your love. I cherish every part. I really love you all my life. I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you. And all my life, I pray for someone like you, and I hope that you feel the same way too.
Boy, I forgot the word.
Yes, I pray that you do love me. You're all that I ever know. I forgot the words, so I'm gonna stop right there. Thank y'all for watching.
Bye.